John, what did you think of Elston Turner's performance, and in terms of all the games, all the coaching you've done over the years?
Well, with the NBA coaching, obviously, there's a couple of guys that would do that to you, but in college, that was like phenomenal. I think it was 63-59 with about 4-something to go. It's a situation that I talked to the team yesterday about. Gut time. Stop and runs. Stop the bleeding. And they were listening to what I was saying, but I don't think they heard me. Went through what you do defensively, what you do offensively, because we've had Maryland do it to us, we had Duke do it to us, we had Vanderbilt the other night do it to us. We've had other teams. This team went on a 16-1 run. You're not winning that way. And it's both on defense and offense. But I will tell you that performance that's as good as it gets, the way he shot the ball.
Talk about Nerlens.
I thought he was outstanding. Nerlens played well, fought. You know, what happened again, when you're in that game and it's 4 minutes to go and it's crunch time, it's gut time, you don't take chances. So we took a chance on their guard, left our feet, you drove in, made a basket. We took a chance on Turner, went behind the screen. We tried to like flick it from him instead of just guarding. We took a chance on their post player. Alex got switched on him. Instead of just guarding, we tried to steal. That's 6 points. That's 6, and there was one other, which was 8 of their 16. So even if it were 8-1 run, now it ends up being a 3-point game where you know, with a minute to go, you got a chance. And we just don't have the discipline as a team yet because we're so young. But Nerlens was good. I thought Willie worked, but they were physical with Willie. Willie didn't get to the basket like he had. And they were talking about it. There was a lot of talking going on out there.
John, Elston said he could tell the youth of the team with the body language when one team goes on a run, and he felt they were able to take advantage of that. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Probably. He's probably right, but there's probably only 1 or 2 guys he's talking about. You know, you have 1 or 2 guys that are right in his area that he's looking at. I don't think it was a whole team, but again, this is a young team. It's trying to learn. We were lucky to win on the road. You know, every game we play in this league is going to be a hard game for us. Every single one.
John, you started the game with Alex on Elston.
Mistake. It was a mistake. I was talked into it. I didn't want to do it, and it was my decision. It was a mistake. Because from that point on, he was getting 50. It's stupid on my part to do that.
Can you say who talked you into it?
No, as a staff, we said he's going to have to guard a 5'11" guy or Turner. And I said, let him guard. It was just a mistake. He's not ready to guard a kid like that. He's just not. He doesn't have the intensity. And you got to have an unbelievable fight in you to guard a guy like that and have pride that you're not going to do this to me. And he may have done it anyway, to be honest with you. It may not matter to guard him. But when you start that way, making every shot, he had 7 points in their first 9 or something, 7 in the first 10. Now you're feeling pretty good. I thought the zone slowed him down. We tried to go zone. But again, we didn't have to go zone in the second half. It was a 4-point game with 4 minutes to go. We were up 4 or 5. I don't know exactly at the time. So we were fine. Then we took all kind of chances on defense, and we took some bad plays on offense, and all of a sudden you're reeling. And this team, to this point, has not been able to stop the bleeding, and we've talked about it, but now we're going to have to address it again.
A&M made their last 10 field goals. How much of that was them making shots versus what you maybe weren't doing defensively?
Again, if you take chances, they're going to make the basket because you're giving them an easy basket. When it's a tight game like that and it's a gut time in the game, it's crunch time, you don't take any chances. You don't try to steal any balls unless something is deflected and you get a run through. Other than that, you're not going to give them an easy basket. We did. We left our feet like they hadn't made jumpers. One kid did. We leave his feet and he goes in and shoots a 4-footer. Why'd you do that? He hadn't made a jumper all game. Try to steal from Turner. You can't steal from him. Now he had a shot. Why did you play behind the post and try to steal? Why did you know what I'm saying? It was all discipline. And again, this is big stuff for these guys. I mean, you think about it. There's a bunch of young guys. They're at Kentucky. Every game's a Super Bowl we play. And, you know, it's not easy. But, you know, we showed signs again tonight. One guy goes for 40 out of their 80. Think about what I just said. One guy went for 40. And we trapped a little bit. We did a lot of different things. So, you know, I look at it and I look at our numbers and I say those numbers are good enough to win. Again, we got 14 offensive rebounds to their 15. We could have had 4 or 5 more. And that's one of those areas, just an effort thing.
John, what do you think of Archie's defense on Elston?
He was okay. I thought he did okay. You know, I thought he did a pretty good job in the end there. The 1-3 that he made when we were up 4, he got whacked on a screen and we didn't switch out. I mean, we sat there and let him shoot it. I mean, and that's, again, it's a young freshman errors to recognize that and say, we know who's beating us and who's not going to beat us. This guy is not beating us. I mean, you just huddle and you know, but again, we're still coming together.
Obviously, a bit of a wasted effort tonight. But is Nerlens becoming? This team's kind of maybe looked for its leader. Is he becoming that guy, just with his energy?
You got to practice that way. You can't just do it in games. You got to practice every day and have everybody know that you're preparing yourself to be great. And as he does that, yeah, he could be one of those guys.
Hey, John. I want to talk about Alex a little bit. He had a really good first half and had a big play in the second half. He had an and one, and the teammates came up and really pumped him up, and they're all hitting each other up. What do you think of the effort level from him today and the team as a whole?
It was okay, but you know we need more from him.
John, what's your thoughts about just the guys' confidence, you know, that's on your teams, just in terms of, you know, I'm sure they were surprised.
Surprised what?
To lose.
Well, again, I mean, we did what we were supposed to stay in the game with the kid going nuts on you, and then we cave in at the end. Just stuff that we're trying to teach them, how you play when a team, when they start to go on a run, it's a 6-0 run, and you call a timeout. Got to stop the bleeding. 1, you got to get fouled. 2, you got an offensive rebound, man. Go after every ball because it stops the bleeding. And then 3, you're going to make easy plays. You're not making hard plays. You're not making the hardest shot. And we talked about it. And on defense, I just told you, you can't let them rebound, and you got to make them make hard plays. And you don't foul. And at that point, you got to become really a disciplined team, and that's that will to win. The will to win is having discipline with 3-4 minutes to go. Right now, we don't have that discipline.
Where's your call?
I like my team. I wish, you know, we could get Alex with more, you know, scream, yell. I want to win. Stopping this guy. And that's what the guy was talking about. I'm looking at the dude, he's got his head down. I mean, that's, you know, we need him to play better. We need, you know, Archie has got to play in better control. But these guys are all freshmen. I mean, we're expecting them to be finished products. It's still early January. It's going to be another month before this team comes together. I just hope we're winning enough games as we learn to do this. The win on the road against Vandy ends up being a big game now. Think about it. Any road win in this league is a good game.
Jonathan, that emotion you were talking about with Alex here, there was one time when Nerlens dunked the ball and you kind of turned around and like showing Alex how
what happened was Nerlens went back clapping, yeah, let's go. And I just said, you do that. You do that. And again, you've got to get him just more energy and more fight and more of that to get him to play his best. But he's a freshman. He's playing like a freshman should play. He doesn't know any of this stuff. But he's at Kentucky. You're on warp speed here. We expect you to play like you're a junior, and their coach included. So, you know, like I said, well, this is part of the growth of a team. You lose a game, you're disappointed, a guy goes crazy on you, and you do what you have to. You stay in the game. There's 4 minutes. You have your chances. And now learn what you did. Accept what you did. And let's watch the tape and learn from those last 4 minutes and say, now, what happened? What did we learn from this? What do individual players learn from this? And then come together. I mean, what happens as our team doesn't do well, each individual player starts, like you start questioning each guy. That's what happens, fans, media, and everybody else. And that's why they need to come together, just stay together, keep working through it. We're 1-1. We'll see where it goes.
Cal, you said you hope that you win enough as you learn. Are you talking about win enough to keep yourself in the NCAA tournament?
I think we'll be fine, but you don't know. I mean, you got to win games. So, for us going forward, each game we play, we just got to worry about being the best team in the gym. We don't need to worry about anybody else. Let's just be the best team in the gym, do what we're supposed to be doing. As a coach, this one's done now. I'll go watch the tape tonight. We'll show a little bit of it tomorrow. Done. Next game. We got a game Tuesday. Third game in 6 days. I think we showed fight. I think we showed fire. We're getting tougher. There was a lot of good things. We had 11 turnovers and 2 were at the very end of the game. So we had 9 turnovers in that kind of game. A lot, we shot 77% from the free throw. There was a lot of good. But again, it's taken away when 4 minutes to go and you start taking chances on defense. You start fouling. And on offense, you're trying to make too hard a play. It takes away all your effort for, 30-some minutes. Thanks.